What is going on? We are here after the Padres have taken a 7-1 game from the Mets in the first game of the wild card series, and obviously it's a very important game considering, you got Jacob DeGrom on the mound tomorrow, but you were able to take out Max Scherzer today. Everyone was saying you don't want to face the Mets because they're going to throw Jacob DeGrom and Max Scherzer. They threw Max Scherzer in game 1, we threw you Darvish in game 1. Nonetheless, the Padres were able to take the first game and really show that I feel like the Padres are one of the hottest teams going to the playoffs. Really show that they belong there. And the reason I say show that they belong there was because you kept seeing these, these analysts and these, all these baseball guys, all these baseball personalities, whether it be on Twitter, on TV, whatever it is. Everyone took the Mets, and of course the series not over. But it seemed like the Padres. They made it seem like the Padres were going to be walked on. They were to be taken lightly. They weren't going to be very good. They don't match up well against the Mets. These are things we heard over and over and over and over. And the Padres came in and showed that they do match up very well against the Mets. And us on this channel, we've been saying that repetitively. The Padres match up better against the Mets than they do against the Braves. And in game 1, the Padres take it 7-1, in which Darvish goes 7 innings, only allows 1 run. And at first, it was getting a little scary because his location wasn't really there. I was getting scared, but we know that Darvish typically takes like an inning or two to settle in, and once he settles in, he goes into that kind of Cy Young caliber pitcher that he was in September, and that's exactly what he did. Very scary moment at the end. I think it was like the 7th inning when he something happened to his leg, but looked fine after that. So that was a very, very encouraging start from Darvish. Not only an encouraging start from Darvish, but really an encouraging showing from the offense that, quite honestly, I didn't think we were going to get. I mean, if you would have told me the Padres would put up 7 runs on Max Scherzer and the Mets, pitching staff, I would have thought you were crazy. But nonetheless, the Padres do it with a Josh Bell home run to really set the tone. A Jurickson Profar home run as well. Manny Machado home run. A lot of things really went. Trent Grisham hit a home run. That's absolutely insane. I really didn't expect that. But, a lot of props to the guys that were able to come through today. One big guy that really wasn't able to come through, I'm not trying to be negative, but I think it's kind of encouraging that the Padres were able to put up 7 runs despite getting much production from Juan Soto, where Juan Soto has really, really good numbers at Citi Field. I was looking at them today. He's fantastic at Citi Field. So it's really encouraging that we were still able to put up 7 despite him not really producing. And nonetheless, I fully expect him to be able to produce tomorrow. The role players, Kim, Bell, Profar, have to step up. And so far this series, Bell and Profar really, obviously it's only one game, but in this game, Profar and Bell stepped up significantly, came up in really big situations and brought in runs. Timely hitting is what's going to win us these playoff games, and that's exactly what they did. So that was very fun. Matt should be on in a few. I just texted in the chat saying that I was going live right now. He told me to tell him when to start, so hopefully it does come on very soon. Yeah, but super, super excited to see that this is what the Padres did in game 1. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come. Looking at these comments. Grisham, sure. Yeah, Grisham. I don't know where the hell that came from, man. That power. I was telling my brother because we were both watching the game, and I said, I feel like with Profar, Grisham, Bell, a few of our power, Jake Cronenworth, even though he didn't really do much this game, a few of our power hitters are lefty, and with the wind blowing out that way, I feel like it was very beneficial for the Padres because obviously they got that Grisham home run might not go out if it weren't for the wind. So that was pretty ecstatic to see Trent Grisham do that. I definitely didn't expect that, but it was 2020. Oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah, Trent Grisham's stance, I feel like changed pretty significantly from 2020 to 2022. You saw kind of a more upright Trent Grisham in 2020, whereas in 2022 he's a little more hunched over the plate. So if he did make that change and he was able to help him tonight, that's big. And, I feel like maybe a lot of people were kind of confused as to why isn't Azokar starting in center field? And trust me, there's a good reason. You look at Azokar's numbers against righties. Yeah, Trent Grisham's numbers against righties aren't very great either, but when you're taking two things into consideration, Both of them, neither of them do very well against righties. I mean, Trent Grisham just doesn't do very well in general. But you got to take into account the reason they put Grisham in there is because he provides you Gold Glove center field. He's, I think, so far defensively the best and center fielder in the National League. So he had to play. He was going to be in there. I don't see an argument as to why to not have him in there. If Azocar is not providing you the defensive value or the offensive value that Trent Grisham does at the plate, I don't see why you wouldn't start Trent Grisham. I know he's been striking out a lot, but things happen really fast in the playoffs. But like I said, it's definitely his defense keeping him in there, because if not, he wouldn't be in there. Is it too late for the Mets to get out of that Scherzer contract? Probably, and I don't think they want to get out of it. One bad start is it happens to the best of them. Yeah, Trent Grisham did laser that ball that Marte caught. He hit it really well, so that was also very encouraging. Let's see. Darvish single-handedly took out the Mets, 90-plus pitches into 7 innings and only 1 run. Yeah, he looked fantastic. This is his 3rd start against the Mets this year, I think, and he's looked fantastic in all of them. I mean, you look at his numbers against the Mets, and you honestly, I don't know how you couldn't have more confidence. Like, I had so much confidence going into the start for him because I had seen his career numbers against the Mets, or his numbers this year against the Mets also. Fantastic. Just 3 straight good starts. Now, the same thing goes with the guy tomorrow. But the guy that we got on the mound tomorrow has been magnificent for 2 or 3 straight months. So hopefully we get more of that out of him, because we know that we don't always get that out of that. It gets scary when Blake Snell's on the mound. You don't know what version of Blake you're going to get. But this last 2 months, we've gotten a very, very great version of Blake Snell. Blake Snell's numbers against the Mets also very good. You can expect a shake up in the Mets lineup tomorrow. You're going to see it more top heavy with righties. So you could probably assume Marte. Sorry, I'm trying to remember the names. Marte, Lindor, Alonso will probably be all in the top 3. Maybe they'll put McNeil in there, the NL batting champion. But those will probably round out their top 4. Borna's at the game too. I guess Matt just ran into him. Do I see Drury starting tomorrow? Yeah, definitely. I see Drury starting tomorrow. But Will Myers honestly has been very hot at the plate, so it wouldn't surprise me if you do see Will Myers out there, whether it be out in the outfield or at first base. But the only reason Drury didn't start tonight is because his career numbers against Max Scherzer aren't very good. I believe he's like 1 for 12, 1 for 11. So it was very smart to go ahead and start Will Myers, who's I think 7 for 24 off Max Scherzer. Even if he didn't do anything tonight, you really, you got to believe that Bob Melvin's going to take the best analytical route that he can. How many runs do you think there will be? Before I answer that, I guess I'll ask, are you asking for tomorrow? Only thing I wish Darvish and other starting pitchers could do is hold the runners a bit better. They know we can't throw anyone out with slow deliveries, just hoping that won't hurt in the long run. Yeah, I think especially after that first inning, I kind of knew that would be a problem. You've seen how Darvish does have one of the slowest deliveries in baseball. And Austin Nola doesn't really throw many runners out. So we kind of knew that would be a problem. Hopefully it's not a problem tomorrow with Blake Snell, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Matt was very, very happy to see this. Snell gets the win tomorrow, and then the starting pitching rotation is set with Musgrove, Darvish, and Snell versus the Dodgers. Yeah, that's going to be our best case scenario. A win for us is going to go a long way tomorrow, because then you could have Joe Musgrove start game 1 against the Dodgers with Darvish either on regular rest or an extra day of rest, and then Snell on regular rest. You really tomorrow's a very important day for sure. I think Clev starts before Darvish again. That's very tough considering Clev's numbers against the Dodgers. Let's say we do go on to face the Dodgers, which if we win, we will. His numbers against the Dodgers aren't very good. So maybe you have him in there in a limited capacity and have Nick Martinez come out for another 2 or 3. But I can't really see Clev going in an extended outing against the Dodgers. That's just me, though. Yes, for tomorrow. I don't know how many runs will be scored. I think with DeGrom and Snell, if they do pitch the way that they have, DeGrom hasn't been very hot lately. He's not very good in the first inning. He's not very good in the sixth. So hopefully we're able to capitalize on those statistics that he's put up in those innings. But I think it's going to be like a 3-2 ball game. I don't think it's going to be, the Padres putting up 7 again today. So, we'll see for tomorrow. Do I think Darvish starts with 4 days rest? I think he would. I think he would start with 4 days rest. That's pretty tough though. You need him on regular rest. He doesn't pitch very well if he's not on regular rest. So, we'll see how that goes too. ESPN position by position was almost a washout for the Mets. They all expected the Mets to go win. And that was one of the things I brought up earlier, was that the Mets were very heavily favored going into this series. I maybe saw 1 or 2 people say the Padres are going to win. Other than that, nothing but Mets. A-Rod went in and took every single favorite. It was ridiculous. I could not believe that. He really went in there and just took every single team that was favorited to win their series. That was stupid. Everyone knows that's not how baseball works. That's very rarely how the postseason goes in baseball. But like I said, almost every single team, or every single analyst, whatever it was, took the Mets and the Padres. And to me, that was a jab to the Padres, saying you guys can't hang with any of these playoff teams yet. Although we haven't won the series, they showed like, hey, like, we're not necessarily an underdog. We can hang with these guys for sure. Those blisters are going to win us tomorrow's game. Yeah, Jacob DeGrom has been dealing with the blister, and that's one of the main reasons that they didn't want to confirm him for today or tomorrow, because let's say they would have beat us today, they would have just threw Bassett tomorrow in hopes of saving DeGrom for the LA series, gave him extra rest, letting his blister heal up. Nonetheless, the Padres got a really big win tonight. And yeah, it might not sound great to face Jacob DeGrom, but go look at Jacob DeGrom's numbers last month and tell me that you're as scared of him as you are. Here's Matt.
How's it going, everybody?
What's going on, man?
Bro, the Mets fans are kind of hot out here.
Yeah,
most of them are cool. Most of them are cool. I'll give you that.
But they left early for the most part, right?
Hot right now. Oh yeah, they're cool.
Yeah,
but so it's fun right now. It's fun right now.
Of course, man. Let me know. I mean, what are the vibes out there? What was the energy like there? Like, how did you feel around all the Mets fans and all that?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it real. They knew it was coming. They like okay, first inning, we see the Josh Bell home run. We get hyped, right? And we turn around and they're like, fuck. Like, oh no, like we know what's happening. And then it keeps pouring on. You get Grisham. You get the lineup start going. And it's fucking hype out here, man. Like, it's cold. It's freezing right now. I'm going to be honest. But, like, it's super fun. Yeah, no, I'm feeling it, dude. I'm feeling it right now. Here, I got a good spot. It's raining outside, too, right now.
Oh, no way. That's so sick, though, man. I'm happy you were there, bro. That's so dope. What was I going to say? I was going to ask you something. So I was talking about it earlier. Did you see that, like, every single analyst, whatever it is, nobody took the Padres? Nobody took the Padres. Like, I'd say maybe a good 1 or 2 people I saw took the Padres. I was telling them A-Rod took every single favorite, which is ridiculous because that almost never happens. But what did you think of that, and how do you think the media's kind of perception of the Padres kind of changed after this game?
Okay, you sound like a robot in my mind.
All right, it looks like he's not going to have the best service, but he is out there having fun. So I'm glad he's out there for sure. I mean, I want to go to a game myself, so I'm hoping the Padres are able to come back and play in San Diego, but he'll probably text me right now or something. But I wanted to answer some of these questions. Yeah, the blister is essentially what held out Jacob DeGrom, not only from today, but potentially tomorrow. He is going tomorrow, I would assume, but if we would have lost today, then he wouldn't have gone tomorrow. Dodger supporter here. I like slugging. Dude, most of the teams that win in the playoffs out-homer their opponents. So, yeah, slugging is a big part of this. This is why I kept banging the drum for, dude, we want to face the Mets because they don't slug as much as the Braves. Dude, the Braves would have, I mean, quite frankly, they would have killed us. But, the Padres put themselves in a great position right now. Would we have to play all games in LA if we win over the Mets? I believe it's game 3 and game 4. Whatever the Friday and Saturday games are, they would be played in San Diego. Matt is back.
Okay, I don't have it. I got booted out. Did you ask what the media's perception of the Padres?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if you saw earlier, but the Padres were heavily counted out of this series for whatever reason. What do you think the media's perception is now that they kind of showed like we belong here?
I Dude, I think so, man. Okay. Okay, let me get this. Let me get this brightness up. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, so I think yeah. I mean, I feel like the media just doesn't like the Padres. I feel like it's one of those things. Like, and I feel like okay. I honestly, I'll be honest. The Mets fans I was around, we were chumming it up. Like, we were having a good time because like it was very similar. You know, like it was very like okay. This is the first time I've ever seen the Padres in person in the playoffs. That's amazing.
Right,
That's
right,
amazing
right. Yeah.
because when I think me and you, we've already talked about it. I think Chase and I have already talked about it. We were 6 years old when the Padres last made the playoffs. And
Yeah.
okay, for me, I didn't really watch baseball that much. But dude, 12th in the pitching rankings, that's wild.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I feel like the Mets and the Padres both felt the same way. And we were kind of talking about like, oh yeah, like we're both getting slept on, whatever. And then the Padres kind of got off to a hot start. So that conversation ended quickly because they were getting a little bit upset. But
Yeah.
I feel it. Like I understand why. Dude, it was a fun game. I mean, I feel like Darvish looked great tonight. I hope Snell goes tomorrow. I think I bought my tickets in the 5th inning tonight because I was like, all right, like,
That's sick.
I want to, dude. I want to see it. I want to see it tomorrow. I want to see Blake Snell come out. I want to see him pump. I want to see him go 7 innings. Now the big thing is what's the pitch count look like? But
Of course.
I'm pumped, dude. I'm super pumped because we saw the hitting, and Isaac, me and you literally talked about it. We said, "Oh, Josh Bell's got a ball out. Oh,
Yeah,
we got to
yeah.
see an unsung hero like Trent Grisham or someone like that." And
Grisham,
Trent
bro.
Grisham made a home run in what was the second inning, bro, second
Yeah,
inning.
second inning.
So it was hype, dude. It was super hype. But I'm super excited right now. If you guys haven't noticed, I've been drinking a little bit, so I'm a little bit tipsy. But it was a super fun game tonight. It was a super fun game tonight.
Yeah, dude. That I'm, I hope the Padres are able to bring one back to San Diego because I really want to go. But, the Padres put up 7 runs without much production from one guy specifically, Juan Soto. Juan Soto, whose numbers at Citi Field are fantastic. So, oh shoot, dang it. Well, maybe he'll come back later. But let's go ahead and answer the rest of these questions. What happened to Brandon? So I'm guessing you're thinking Brandon Drury and not Brandon Dixon. Brandon Drury's numbers against Max Scherzer aren't that great, so they went ahead and decided not to start him today. Let's see. Matt did a guest appearance on the Hog Watch. That's so sick. He's back now. I thought they were throwing beer at y'all. We'll ask Matt. Matt, were they throwing beer at you? Were they throwing beer at you? Matt?
Okay, I hear you now. Okay, for some reason the Mets Wi-Fi is Taco Bell-esque Wi-Fi right now.
Were they throwing beer at you?
I got a couple of French fries thrown at me, but that was about it. It was all right though. It was all right. Most of the people I hear were cool. I'll admit.
So the Padres were able to put up 7 without The Padres were able to put up 7 without much production from Juan Soto. Do you kind of expect him to come back tomorrow, right? I certainly do.
Wait, so you say Juan Soto is gonna ball tomorrow? Dude, I like it. We saw his splits at Citi Field. They're ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
They're ridiculous. I hope so. So is it okay? The big question is it Bassett or is it DeGrom tomorrow?
DeGrom.
If you're
it's gotta be DeGrom, right?
Because we were talking about this when we were doing the preview for the series. If it's not DeGrom, first of all, that is insane because that's just dumb. But if it's not DeGrom, that's cool with me because I don't want to see DeGrom's fastball. I'll be honest. But
it's confirmed. It's DeGrom.
It is confirmed. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's even okay. I don't know if it's better, but it's all right. It's cool to see DeGrom.
Yeah, of course.
But I think okay, Isaac, you heard me when we were talking about our predictions. I said 1-0, you beat DeGrom. We need that Juan Soto power. We need to see that Juan Soto hit. We saw him ground to second base a bunch tonight. We saw some other guys step up. We saw Grisham. We saw Machado with the Oppo Taco. We saw Josh Bell with the Oppo Taco. And we got to see some, what was it, the 6th inning, 5th inning. We got to see those runs scored. But I think that if it's a DeGrom game, I think Blake Snell can hang with DeGrom. And I think most people will look at it and go, oh, Blake Snell's numbers aren't like DeGrom's numbers. Yes, of course not. But we got to look at trends. And right now, DeGrom's trends are falling. Blake Snell's trends, he's balling the fuck out. Like, there's no other way to put it. And I want to see Blake Snell. If I'm looking at a playoff game, a game that I want to personally go to, which I am going tomorrow, I'm not going to go Sunday, but tomorrow, I want to see DeGrom come out here. I want to see him pump. I want to see him throw, upper 90s. I want to see him be the guy. And I think that he has the ability to do that. So I'm pumped for DeGrom. I think that he's going to look really, really good. Outside of that, I want to see Juan Soto show out. I want to see Juan Soto. I want to see Brandon Drury. I don't know if they're gonna play Brandon Drury. I understand the playing Will Myers today, but I think you'll probably see Brandon Drury tomorrow just because I think it's just kind of the way that baseball goes. You're definitely going to see Josh Bell after he hit the home run tonight, but I think that you're going to see Brandon Drury in the lineup. I think that you're going to need Juan Soto, Manny Machado. If they can produce 1 or 2 runs, I think that makes a difference in this next game.
Yeah, I saw a question. Is Matt drunk or just too hyped? I want a shot.
Hey, it's both. It's both right now. I'm drunk, but I'm also hyped at the same time.
I might go get a shot, but I don't want to overplay it in case I get really sad for tomorrow. But let's it's very exciting going into tomorrow. Obviously, Jacob DeGrom is pitching, but Blake Snell has been one of the best pitchers over the past 2 months. Blake Snell goes out there, and if he gives us 6, 1 earned or 7 shutty, I won't mind that. I mean, that'll be great. But I was very confident going into Darvish's start tonight. Blake Snell's start, obviously, great numbers against the Mets. Last start against the Mets, I don't remember him doing very good, but 2020, he had one specific start against the Mets where he took a no-hitter into the 7th. So that is the Blake Snell you want to see tomorrow. The lineup compared to today, I was talking about, Matt, is going to look a little different tomorrow. You're still going to see Lindor at the top. You're still going to see Alonso at the top, but I'm going to assume you're going to see Marte at the top, and McNeil's probably going to stay in there also, just because he is the batting champion, but they're going to try and heavily load the top of the lineup with the righties. You're going to see Vogelbach and probably Nemo go down, but I'm super excited for tomorrow, man. I kind of think you have to play Drury tomorrow. The only reason you didn't today is because Max Scherzer owns him, but this is crazy, man. I mean, going into game 2, I never thought we'd see a game 2 against Jacob DeGrom, so that's super fun.
All right, I'm looking at some of the comments right now. I see people talking about, all right, Matt's is drunk, and I saw this. No, I am drunk. I've been drinking a lot of beers, honestly. But Blake is definitely going to shove. I see that from Joseph right here. Joseph, people are going to hype, dude.
Yeah, man, this is fun.
I feel, dude, I'm pumped. Okay. So I'm hoping I go to San Diego for a couple games. That is my goal. That is my goal with this whole playoff run. Yeah. I think it's gonna happen, bro. We got Blake Snell. We got Joe Musgrove. That is hype, dude. Like, yeah, I am super pumped for that. Okay, where was it? I saw a comment I like. Where is it? Okay, how is the city more quiet than Matt's apartments? Dude, okay. So we got a lot of people yelling off to the right now, but you guys can't hear it too much because it's far away right now. I'm tucked in a corner in a random location right now. I'm next to some bushes over here on the side. I was hoping I was gonna get you guys a view. I was trying to go down to home plate, but they told me I couldn't go down there. But dude, it's hyped right now, dude. Dude, I'm pumped, man. Okay. From watching at home, Isaac. How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Oh,
right now?
Dude, look. So my brother Adam hasn't watched many games this year, but I was really like, he had to watch this. Like even if he hadn't watched many games this year, he is a Padres fan. He had to watch this, and I woke up this morning and there was a sign, dude. There was a sign. I'm telling you, there was a sign because the first thing I saw was a Padres hype video with "Run This Town" by Jay-Z, Kanye, and Rihanna playing in the back, and I was like, oh, bro. So I didn't play a single song other than that one. I played that song to work. I played that song on the way back to work. I played that song to go get my food. I was playing that song constantly because
That's a straight banger. That's a straight banger. I just gotta put it out there.
It's beautiful. And for anyone who doesn't know, obviously Jay-Z from Brooklyn, New York, obviously, you know, that's got to be some sort of song that like a sort of anthem sort of thing for New York. And I was like, you know, we're playing New York tonight. I'll get this one going. And I loved every minute of it for sure. So it was kind of a sign for me. But dude, it was super exciting because before I even got home, it was 2-0. Like I was listening to 97.3 The Fan. So before I even got home, 2-0, super hype. You know, I run inside and I got to put on the game as fast as possible. Trent Grisham goes deep. My jaw drops because what the fuck just happened? And then obviously Jerkson Profar goes deep, man. And I was so excited because
he hit the ball. He hit the ball.
Exactly. And I was looking at it.
We were freaking out, bro. We were like, oh shit. And it's dead silent. It's dead silent, dude. Because you don't see that at all.
You don't see that. It's very rare. Often. Exactly. And especially in such a big moment like that where I thought we were screwed after Austin Nola hit the ground rule double. I was like, damn it, it went over the wall. And then 3-run bomb, you know, so it was fate. You know, God knew that it shouldn't have been a ground rule double. But man, I was super excited, man. Manny's home run really solidified it. By the way, that is the 2022 MVP for anyone who didn't know. For anyone that's not a Padres fan listening right now, that is a 2022 MVP. The other guy blew some sort of error today. So, you know, whatever you guys want to say about that.
They caught the L in the playoffs. So get them out of the award. Both Arenado and Goldschmidt. Come on now.
Yeah, come on. I
had a discussion yesterday about this, and it was a ridiculous discussion. All right.
So how did you? I mean, like going into the game, were you scared to face DeGrom? What's your sort of reaction compared to at the beginning of the game?
Okay, so I'm gonna put this out there. I've seen Scherzer. Like, I think it's my last 3 games I've went to. Scherzer has been two. Okay, not even only Scherzer. Darvish versus Scherzer has been 2 of them. Padres have won both those games. I saw the Cameron game live. That was the first game I ever went with my girlfriend. That shit was amazing, right?
Right.
And then, what was it, late July? We saw Darvish versus Scherzer. That was the other game I went to, and this is the 3rd time I've seen them. So, very recently, I've seen both Darvish and Scherzer. So, I was confident tonight. DeGrom, I'm going to keep it real. DeGrom is scary, bro.
DeGrom scary, is dude. Nasty. Scary.
Dude, he's scary, bro. He's ridiculous. But we've talked about it. He has not been the same guy. He is hurt right now. He is playing through injury. And okay, we mentioned it a little bit, but like we said, oh yeah, like probably putting in that little bit of collusion. You know, he's trying to get DeGrom to not pitch this weekend. But if we're officially seeing DeGrom, that is terrifying a little bit. But if there's anyone I want to see match up against DeGrom, it is Blake Snell versus DeGrom. Yeah. And I talked about this. I said game 3 because I thought DeGrom was not, like, for sure not going tomorrow. If he is going tomorrow, I said we are going to eliminate the Mets 1-0 versus DeGrom. There's going to be a Soto home run in the 1st inning tomorrow. And it is going to be a 1-0. We're going to hang on to that lead, and we're going to win that game tomorrow. So I'm sticking with that. I am pumped.
I love it. So one of the questions I see here is, other than Matt say the alphabet backwards, dude, I can't say the alphabet backwards. I can't say the alphabet backwards.
Bro, that's impossible. That's an impossible task right there.
I can't do it.
ZYX. My next guess was Q, but I know that's wrong. So more down here.
So the next question I see is, how's everyone feeling about Toddy not being there? And I'll tell you how I'm feeling. I'm sad as fuck. It's very sad because I want him there, but you know what? We ride, man. I mean, this team's good enough to do it without Fernando, and you know, so be it. I'm really excited to see with or without Fernando. That is my favorite player, one of my favorite players ever. I mean, in such a short time frame, I feel like he's made such an impact on San Diego, negative or positive. He's made such a massive impact on San Diego and really gave us hope. So, I mean, hopefully we can only hope he's the same player next year. But for right now, this is the Padres team we're rocking with, and I'm really excited to see them. Let's see what other
people think it's funny that I said Q next, bro. Like, come on now, I don't do that, bro. That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous question.
Oh man, That's so sick that you're over there being able to watch these games, man. I mean,
Dude, I am pumped. Because Isaac, think about it. For us, okay, I don't know if you remember when we were 6 years old or 5 years old or whatever it was,
Barely.
when the Padres played in the playoffs a long, long, long time ago. Outside of 2020, because we're not going to count that because you couldn't have gone to the games. This is the first opportunity I've ever got to go to the game. I am in the city that they're playing. That is so sick. I am so happy that that's the case.
Yeah.
I also see, what was it? Jerron said,
Someone said these kids are like 12.
12? What do you mean?
Come on, man.
That's a Mets fan right there. That's for sure.
That's disrespectful.
No, I will admit, okay, I'll give credit to the opposing fans. When the opposing fans are cool, they get credit. They were super cool to us.
Yeah.
And I had some fun conversations with them. So, but dude, it was a fun game tonight to go to. And I told you I bought my ticket midway through. I don't really got the money to afford a ticket right now midway through, but it's okay. Like that's all right. It's worth it, dude. It's worth it long term.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, man. Let's see. I'm trying to see some more questions because you guys are asking some pretty good questions. I feel like I'm so far behind, but let's see. I'm trying to think of questions to ask you. Oh, this is what I wanted to talk about. It was super funny because me and my brother were watching the game, and I think it's like the second or the third inning, and here the announcers go. I swear, for like a whole half inning, either a whole half inning or a whole inning, just talking about the Dodgers. They were talking about the Dodgers in a game where, dude, the Dodgers aren't even playing in the wild. They're not even playing this weekend. And there's no graphics, no reason to even bring up the Dodgers. And here they are talking about the Dodgers for a whole inning, dude. It was crazy. Me and my brother were like, the Dodgers aren't even playing this weekend. What are we talking about? And then I see this graphic, and it's the Mets, and in the background is a big picture of Aaron Judge, and they say no one's gonna judge the Mets. And I said, oh my god, this is so stupid. I said that dude's not even playing in the wild card round either. Like, it's so funny how ESPN tries to, they snuck in the Dodgers, they snuck in Aaron Judge. Like, I'll tell you what, we don't give a fuck. Like we don't care. There's no reason to talk about them. Like, this is the problem with ESPN media. They're very East Coast biased. Not only that, but the Dodgers, obviously being the best team, they're talking about the Dodgers and where they're, I'm gonna say rivals for now, because if we see them next week, it's definitely a little more of a rivalry than we think. But there's no reason. So, I mean, the ESPN announcers were horrific. I kind of wish we didn't play on ESPN, but we're gonna have to listen to them again tomorrow. So, we'll see how that goes. But what do you kind of think? Like, are you kind of in the same boat?
Okay, bro. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. So we hear all this shit, right? And I told you, okay, you guys know I am a Niners fan. We just watched the Niners beat the shit out of the Rams on Monday Night Football. But the Rams won the big game, right? The only thing that matters is the big game, is the game that matters in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. If you lose every single game in the regular season versus a team, you know what's gonna happen? You know what's a lock? And you guys can book this. You guys can take my take right here. If you lose every single game in the playoffs to a team, you are going to beat them in the playoffs. Because we've seen that shit every single year in professional sports. So I'm gonna say it right now. We're going to see the Padres beat the Dodgers in the playoffs. We're gonna see the Padres go out and they're gonna win tomorrow with Blake Snell on the mound. We know what Blake Snell's gonna do. He's gonna out there. He's gonna throw 7 innings. He might throw 140 pitches. It doesn't matter. But he's gonna win the game. And you were gonna see an upset. You were gonna see a dub for the San Diego Padres, right? Against the Dodgers. If you lose every single series in the regular season, it is the perfect narrative, whatever you want to put it as, but the Padres are going to win in the playoffs. I watched the Niners do that against the Rams. I see Jimmy Garoppolo every game. I don't want to watch Jimmy Garoppolo anymore. It's terrible to watch. He's 8-0 against the Rams in the regular season. You know what he is in the playoffs? 0-1.
0-1. Yep, that is absolutely true.
It is the opposite version for the Padres. They're going to beat the Dodgers. They're going to make a run. I am pumped for it, man. I am very, very pumped for it. we talk about all these guys. We talk about the guys that have been on the Padres. Obviously, no Fernando right now, but we see Juan Soto. Juan Soto is that guy. We're going to see Juan Soto heat up in the most pivotal spot in the playoffs. We might have not saw it tonight. We saw the other guys heat up. Juan Soto is going to be that guy when it really matters most.
Yeah, man. I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. Obviously, we got to get past this series to get to that one. But nonetheless, I mean, hopefully Kershaw is the Jimmy G in this instance. Super exciting. Hopefully we get there, man, because I'll tell you what, I want to face the Dodgers. I've been wanting to face the Dodgers in the playoffs since the beginning of the season. I've been wanting to face them in the playoffs since 2020. I've wanted it for so long, and it's shameful to say, but that is my World Series. So, because I mean, for anyone who doesn't know, we're from the Coachella Valley, very, very heavily populated area with not a lot of people. Trust me, I don't mean heavily populated like that. I mean in the sense of, I'd probably say like a good 8 out of 10 fans are Dodger fans. Every 4 out of 5 are Dodger fans. Same thing with Cowboys, Raiders. I mean, Lakers. It's a very LA and heavy media market bias over there. So if we lose to the Dodgers, we're not gonna hear the end of it, because everyone that we know is Dodger fans. We're like the only 3 Padre fans out there.
We've already been talking shit in group chats too. Let's put that out there right now.
Yeah, like we went in our group chat, our fantasy football group chat, and already started talking shit. So we're gonna see how that goes. We gotta get there first, but we'll see how that goes. Let's see what you guys have in store for us in terms of questions. My favorite.
Wait. Someone says we aren't even from San Diego. Okay. Isaac and I were both born in San Diego.
Yep.
My dad is a firefighter in San Diego. Isaac currently lives in San Diego. We are from San Diego.
San Diego, yeah.
We haven't lived in San Diego our whole lives. We are from San Diego. If you say, okay, because think about it. If you're not like San Diego, LA, and Southern California, you're from somewhere inland California, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We are both San Diego oriented, and Chase is the exact same way. So we are from San Diego, but we haven't lived in San Diego our whole life. So I want to put that out there. I want to keep it real.
100%. And I kind of make fun of my friends because I'm like, dude, Petco Park's closer than Dodger Stadium. What made you pick them? It's super funny. There was a good question from Jerron, man. I don't know if were you guys a little shocked when they threw Suarez, Garcia, and Hader warming up with a 6-run lead? Warming up Hader, I was shocked. Suarez and Garcia, I wasn't. Go dig their grave. Go dig their grave. Go end them. Go finish them.
I completely agree. Also, I want to say real quick. I see some people saying you're accepted here in San Diego. That's what the fuck is up right there. All right. So I want to put that out there.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're born.
Okay, I don't live in Brawley. Come on, man. I see Daniel commenting over here. All right, come on. I don't live in Brawley, bro. Come on. I go to San. If I go, okay.
Close to us.
I'm gonna fly home to California for the holidays. I'm going to San Diego for like 80% of the time. All right, so come on now. Isaac, you're living in San Diego. You go to college in San Diego.
Yep, exactly. And Petco Park is a good 40 minutes away from me. Let's see. John Heyman just posted on Twitter that he thinks Error Hernando should be. Oh my god. That's
all right.
funny.
I also see one more thing. Everyone keeps saying to put a cigarette in my ear. I'll tell you guys right now. If we win tomorrow, I will bring a cigarette to the game, and I will smoke the cigarette on the stream. All right. I will promise. You guys see this? Right? What is this? This is a promise right here. All right. I will get this shit right now. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I'll do it for the stream. All right.
I'll take a shot. If we win tomorrow, I'll take a shot. I just don't want to tonight in case I'm very sad tomorrow.
Okay, if I do it on Sunday, I'll smoke that cigarette in my house too. All right. Either way, I'm smoking this. I'm smoking the pack of the losing team every single time we win the
Mets
playoffs.
Pack,
all right.
Baby. Smoking that Mets pack. Let's see. Do you think being in the postseason woke up Josh Bell and Trent Grisham? Dude, it happens all the time. These guys come out of nowhere.
Bro, I called it. I told you guys in the pregame. I said, "Oh, we're gonna see unsung heroes." I literally said Josh Bell and Trent Grisham. Those were the two names I brought up. No one else. Those were the two names. They both hit the bombs to get the lead in the early part of the game. So I'm gonna take that dub right there.
Yep. Hopefully we see more of it tomorrow, man. I mean, you gotta hope that somebody comes up. You really only need like a 3-run bomb. I mean, everybody knows how the story goes. Jacob DeGrom goes in there, 7 innings, 8 innings, 1-run ball, 14 strikeouts, and it is a 1-0 ball game, the other team. I mean, hopefully that's the case tomorrow. We just need somebody to come up big and hit that one like 2-3-run bomb, maybe even 2 of those, because it's like it's not stated enough. I feel like, ever since the game ended on the media and everything, somebody brought up a really great point, and I was thinking the same thing while I was watching the game. You got to win tomorrow. So that way you can line up Joe Musgrove to pitch game 1. You could have Darvish on regular rest, and you could have Snell on regular rest going into the next series. You got to win tomorrow to throw Musgrove in game 1. It might not sound like Musgrove in game 1 sounds scary, but dude, he has to throw anyway. So just fucking throw him. If we get there, just throw him. But it's got to happen tomorrow.
So you're saying Snell tomorrow opposed to Musgrove.
Snell's going tomorrow for sure. Bob Melvin announced it earlier.
Okay, that's good. I kind of could understand the point of Musgrove. Also, just a heads up, guys, I'm at 2%, so I might die any second. I might pop off. But if Musgrove was to go tomorrow, I don't really mind it that much because, like, all right, guys, like, we've seen Musgrove. Musgrove is a San Diego kid. Musgrove is like that guy. I could understand it. I would rather see Snell.
Yeah.
But I get seeing Musgrove. Like, yeah. So I would rather see Snell. I think Snell is the right move. Okay. Before if I log off, if I pop off of this, okay. Everyone's asking for a blunt. Fuck it. I'll smoke a blunt tomorrow instead of a cigarette. All right. That's way better. That's way better. All right. So I'll do that. We might get a community guideline, like a I don't know what it's called, like
that's okay,
awareness
though.
thing. That's all right. We haven't got any of those yet. We're for the people. We haven't got any of those yet. So I'll do that. I'll do that for you guys. I see that in the comments. But I don't know if I'm gonna pop off. So I wanted to see that before we go. I see people saying we're more San Diego since that. So that's cool. That's cool. I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah. All my family, we're from out here, so it's definitely San Diego roots. Do you think Mike Clevenger will be available in Division Series if we win the wild card? You best believe he will. He has 100%.
100%.
He has to be. I mean, you got to have him in there. Him, man. I don't even care if Manai's been trash. I mean, you got to have him at least available out of the bullpen if need be. But this is crazy, man. Super exciting. Got to win tomorrow. Tomorrow, even if we went to the playoffs in 2020, this is the biggest series in maybe not Padres history, but easily one of the top 5 biggest series in Padres history. You got to win this one, and each series on. Padres have one of the toughest roads to the World Series in the terms of you got to beat the Mets 100-win team, the Dodgers 100-win team, probably the Braves 100-win team, and then probably the Astros 100-win team. Like, this is super tough. But there's no team I'd rather have do this.
No, I totally agree. And also, I'm on 1% now, so I'm going to say my goodbyes real quick because my phone is definitely about to die, and I want to give a goodbye to everyone. I see people talking about Frank the Tank, the Mets fan. Dude, I find that guy hilarious, bro.
Hilarious.
So, yeah, I understand the frustration with the Mets. I think people were upset, but I also think people in the crowd, at least tonight, like non-Twitter, not like YouTube comments, like just like casual fans, right? They were excited to see the Mets in the playoffs, which I think is the majority of Padre fans as well. All of like the pre-sale tickets for the Padres for the divisional series have already sold out all the way. That's super cool to see. But if we're looking at like in terms of tickets and like where the hype's at, like I understand the Mets frustration. I understand the Padres frustration earlier this year, but it is really cool to see our teams in the playoffs. So I am super pumped about that.
Of course.
I'm trying to think of anything to wrap up here. Isaac, anything else you're thinking of right now?
No, I'll probably stay on for like a few more minutes, answer whatever questions anyone else has. But this is a very fun version of Matt. I've never seen this version of Matt. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but,
I'm honestly pretty fucked up right now. I'll be honest. I've drank many beers. I was given many free drinks tonight, so it makes it. And also, I already said it before, but I texted you, Isaac. I ran into Borna randomly in the middle
yeah,
of Citi Field, and I put my arm around him. I was hanging out with Borna, so that was also pretty fun as well. But
yeah.
no, dude, it is pretty fun to see. I am really happy that the first opportunity I got to go to a Padres playoff game was one I actually got to go to. So I'm really excited about that. And also, I think being over 21 years old, okay, maybe not 21, but over drinking age years old, right? So maybe like 15, 16, something like that. It was fun to go and get fucked up at the stadium. So I had a super fun time tonight.
Of course.
And it was awesome to see that. So I am going tomorrow. I prematurely bought the tickets tomorrow, so you guys will see me in the same exact state tomorrow. And hopefully we get to celebrate a dub tomorrow. And I'm talking some shit to some fans next to me. There's literally no one here. Look at this, guy. Look, okay, you guys see this. Look at this, empty,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Now,
That's
okay,
so cool.
it's been a little bit, but like, I don't think people are too happy about it, to be honest. So it has been super fun to be here tonight. But I'm having a ball, dude. I'm super pumped.
I'm happy for you, man. You know, save that 1% in case somebody needs to locate you if you get lost on the way home or something. But I'm super happy you were able to come on. I'm super happy you're at the game and we're able to see that. I'm happy you're able to go tomorrow. Hopefully we win tomorrow because it's a very big game tomorrow for sure. So get home safe. And I'm probably going to talk to you again tonight, but you know, we together will talk to you guys tomorrow. If you guys have any last questions, I'll stick on for a few more minutes, but Matt, save that 1%, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow for sure.
All right, that 1% is 100% about to die right now, but I appreciate the thought. All right. So look, I'll talk to you guys all soon. Fucking go Padres, baby. This is a fucking huge win. I'm super pumped. This is a super fun time to be at, a super fun game to be at. So I'll talk to you all very soon, but appreciate you guys hopping on. See y'all.
I've been trying to get Matt like that for like a good year or two, but he's been in New York the whole time. So that was super fun. We've tried to put parties together. We've tried to do that kind of stuff, but that was super funny. I'm glad he was able to hop on for sure. He's definitely having a fun time. Nonetheless, if you guys got any more questions, let me know. I'll probably be on for like another 2 or 3 minutes, but let's try and dish them out fast. Nonetheless, go Drays, man. Go Drays. I mean, this was this was a super fun night. I mean, I couldn't have been more excited to wake up today and realize that, you know, 2020, everybody knows it's like it was a little bit of a weird season. We didn't get to fully experience real postseason baseball because it kind of just felt like a regular season. I mean, obviously the intensity was a little higher, but it wasn't as crazy with the fans there and everything. But I was super excited to be able to wake up and realize it's been 16 years since the Padres were in a meaningful baseball game like this. One where, you know, they did get to play the whole season and everything. And I'm so pumped. I mean, like I said, I woke up and played the same song for like 30 minutes to work, 30 minutes to work back on the way back, on the way to get my food. I mean, I was super pumped. Isaac, did you and Matt ever have a sleepover when you guys were little? Maybe once. Growing up in high school and all that stuff, Matt and I didn't really talk to each other that much. I think in middle school we did because at the time he was both a 49ers and a Charger fan. So we would talk about the Chargers and maybe a little bit about the Padres. But maybe once we had a sleepover because we had some mutual friends, but him and I have definitely gotten much closer over the years doing Friar Talk. And, you know, I couldn't have been happier. Chase and I were already pretty close before that. So, you know, I'm very happy to be able to not only talk to you guys, but be able to talk to them about the Padres. What are your thoughts on Manaea? Do you think that last year gives him a confidence boost for him to be able to come out and shove out of the bullpen like Nick Martinez? I would hope so, man. I mean, like I was saying, you got to have both Clevenger and Manaea on deck in the instance that you got to have him out of the bullpen, you know, matchup based, whatever it is, you got to have him ready. Manaea, honestly, I might sound dumb saying this, but go look at Manaea starts against the Dodgers and look at his ERA against them. go look at Mania starts against the rest of the teams and go look at the ERA against them. Because if you're taking out those Dodger starts, it's really not as bad as we think. Now, that's the downside. He might have to pitch against the Dodgers if it comes to that. So, we'll see how that goes. But Nick Martinez has been fantastic out of the bullpen. Hey, Isaac, do you still wish that San Diego would have acquired Scherzer? Last trade deadline, I did. I was pissed that we didn't get Max Scherzer. I was so sad. I was so mad. That day, I actually went to an Angels game when the Padres were reporting that they got Scherzer, and then it got reported the Dodgers actually got Scherzer. I was going to an Angels game, and I couldn't have been more bummed. I didn't want to watch baseball. I was pissed. I didn't want Scherzer over the offseason, though. I didn't care to have him over the offseason. And if I did care, please, somebody prove me wrong. Like, I don't want to spit wrong shit on here. So if I did say I wanted him, please prove me wrong. But I could say, I didn't really care. But yeah, man, I mean, super exciting right now to know that we were able to do this off Max Scherzer. That's the thing. That's what I was thinking too, Grant, is that if the Padres got Scherzer, we're not in the position to get Soto. So that's why I was really excited to be able to get Soto, because it kind of made up for losing out on Scherzer last year. Let's answer one more question if you guys have any, and then I'm gonna dip out. What a crazy night. What a crazy night. Yeah, Jaron remembers Jaron remembers the debacle last year on the stream. We were I think I might have been on here either by myself or with Matt, but it quickly turned into one of the saddest days in my fandom of the Padres. But nonetheless, I'm going to hop off right now. Thank you this is the most people we've gotten on the stream in quite a long time, because Matt did crash Hogs post game, Jason. It was I didn't get to watch it because I was doing this, but Matt came in here and you could tell he had a good time. So, very good for him. He was at the game and he's going tomorrow. So that was a Matt that I've been trying to see for a while, just because he's so funny. But nonetheless, Game 2 tomorrow, DeGrom against Snell. Get yourselves hyped up. Listen to the same song I was listening to today. Run this town. But I hope you guys are excited as I am, man, because quite possibly one of the biggest games in Padres history tomorrow. You got DeGrom against Snell, two of the best pitchers in baseball. We will be streaming tomorrow night after the game, so go ahead and tune in right after the game tomorrow. Whether it's positive or negative, we got the news for you guys. We got the instant reactions for you guys. I mean, we're very excited to be able to bring you guys postseason reactions, postseason, after the postseason games. We're very happy to be able to come on here and talk to you guys, because that's one of the things we really prioritize over the season and over these past few days. We really want to come in here and talk to you guys about this postseason baseball, because it's the first time the Padres have been able to do this in a little while. So it's an exciting time right now. Go Padres. Tune in tomorrow. If you're not watching the Padres, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but this is obviously a very good night right now, and hopefully it's able to continue tomorrow, so on and so forth, because obviously in the past years, you win game 1, you're in. You're facing the Dodgers already, but a little bit different this time, where you need Snell to win so you can throw Musgrove game 1. We were talking about it earlier, Jason. The ESPN announcers are really awful, to the point where they're bringing up the Dodgers and the Yankees in a series that they're not even playing in, and they're not even playing this weekend. So it's kind of crazy. But thank you guys for tuning in. Please tune in tomorrow after the game, whether you're mad, sad, happy, excited, drunk, whatever it is. Please tune in tomorrow. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.